I literally had no idea what to film for YouTube this week. Like, my mind is just, I don't know what to film. So I've decided to do, I want to say like an everyday makeup, or this is more or less like products I love that are in my collection. There's so many things that are on the market and it's just difficult to find out what's worth the money and what isn't. Yeah, this is just like an everyday makeup look. Basically, these are my most loved products. I feel like you all need to know about them. Let's get into it. I need to get ready for the day, so I figured I'd do it on YouTube whilst having a bit of a chit chat. They're my favourite type of videos to watch, so I decided I'm going to do one of those today. Just kind of want to show you like what products, oh that did not work at all. As I was saying, I just kind of want to show you what products I'm loving at the moment. I know there's a lot on the market and it can be quite overwhelming. Like when you want to go and buy a foundation or a concealer or something and you just know that there's so much on there, you don't know what's good, what isn't good. So I don't feel like any of these products I'm going to show you are going to break the bank. This clip does not want to go in. We're going to have to ignore this nail here. Not only has this one come off, but this one just came off as well. I literally just sat down and I felt it coming off all day. This is Biab. But yeah, we're going to have to ignore the state of the nails. I've also got brow dye in them. I'm going to go in with a moisturiser first. So this one is from Nature's Spell. They do a lot of stuff that are viral on TikTok at the moment, like the rosemary oil and things like that, but they've also got some amazing skincare. So I use this one quite often. This is the I'm going to put the name on the screen. 1% Bakuchiol Souffle Face Cream Vegan Retinol Alternative. So it's infused with hyaluronic acid, 2% squalene, and it's lifting, firming and acne control. Squalene is really good for hydration, and then obviously there's hyaluronic acid in there which is good for hydration as well. So this really does make your skin feel nice and plump. Definitely more of like a not watery, but like a jelly kind of consistency. I don't know if you can see that, but I feel like it's quite thick without feeling super heavy on your skin. The only thing is the packaging. I'd much prefer if it was in one of them things where you could just pump it like that. I feel like it'd be more sanitary that way, but still an amazing moisturiser. If you go on TikTok shop and you go into their actual shop, or I'll link mine down below, you can actually get bundles of their skincare, which I think is quite good. I'm also going to put this on my neck and a little bit on my chest because I'm breaking out on my chest recently and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I'm back on the pill, so I'm kind of breaking out more or less everywhere at this point. One of my favourite things to film for YouTube is definitely makeup videos. I love just sitting down, getting ready, and I really want to get more creative, but then I can't find the time to do it. Like obviously I could do it on weekends, but weekends is where I film my 3 videos anyway. So obviously I could do it on a Saturday and then go about my day and just film another video then. But I don't know, because I film like my TikToks and things like that as well. I just feel like I don't have the time that I need. Now that my skin's nice and moisturised, I'm going to take a little bit more of this moisturiser. I want to say about that much. I'm going to put it on the back of my hand just because of what I'm going to use in conjunction with these. So because I'd like sort of put a bit of fake tan on last night, it was like a spray mist. I'm going to go in with the Bellamy bronzing drops. These are also viral on TikTok. I do think these are worth your money. I think they're like £22, but you need less than a pump. These are 30ml, which is like the same size as the foundation. So you're definitely going to get like your money's worth from these. I do like to mix these in with my moisturiser. You can just wear them on their own, but I feel like they blend in better when you use it with your moisturiser. So yeah, I'm literally just going to take like half a pump and then mix it together on the back of my hand. You'll see like already there's so much colour in that moisturiser. These just give you like a nice healthy glow. And I know you're probably thinking, why moisturise first if you're going to put it on now? But I just like to feel super hydrated. See how sheer that is now versus if you were to use it on its own. And then I'm literally just going to use my fingers to blend this in. I don't wear foundation anymore. I like to give my skin a bit of a break from that. I feel like recently I have been delving more towards these bronzing drops. Obviously if you were to put like an extra drop of this in or use less moisturiser, you get more pigment. You really can just sheer these out or get more pigment out of them. It's like a nice little concoction together, these two. I feel like that's given me a nice subtle bronze, but also a nice base for my makeup to sit on top of as well. Oh my god, I'm turning 25. 3 weeks yesterday. Less than 3 weeks, I'm turning 25. I'm going to use the Pink Honey BFF Face Frosting in the shade Cookie Butter. This is a gorgeous like cream bronzer. They've also got a cream contour that they've come out with that I haven't tried yet. Used to be a contour girl through and through, and then like a bit of bronzer. So I kind of might buy it, but I just love this. I feel like it's worth the £15 that they sell it for because it's so pigmented. I put it on my brush and then I like disperse it in the cap here, and it's got like unreal coverage. I'm going to pick up quite a bit and then I'm just going to put it into the cap. I just really like to work it into the brush and then I'm not going to get one like line on my face. Maybe I should spot conceal first because these are looking a little bit ferocious. I'm just going to use the H&B concealer in the shade 0.5M to spot conceal. Going back to me turning 25 soon, I saw someone put on Facebook yesterday 25 and thriving, I think it were, or thrive and 25, and it made me laugh. And I was like, you know what, maybe I need to start thinking of that. Not that 25's old, but it's just how quick it's going. I feel like I went out with my friends for my 21st birthday yesterday, and now I'm turning 25. I also don't know what I'm doing for my 25th birthday. I feel like as you get older, you're just not that into like doing anything for your birthday. I still want to do something because it's my 25th. But then what? What do I do? I'm going to use this little Real Techniques full coverage eye brush just to blend all of this out where I've spot concealed. But yeah, I don't know, I just don't want to turn 25. I'm at a point where I'm like, what am I doing with my life? Am I where I want to be? And I don't feel like you have to rush to where you want to be and there's no like timeline or anything. Kind of don't want to turn 25, kind of wish I was 18 again and had no responsibilities. I'm just scared of turning 25, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, I'm finally going to go in and bronze. I'm just going to pop that on my cheeks there. You can see what I mean. Like it's got so much pigment to it and I've already like dispersed all of the product. Someone also commented the other day saying it's too bronzy on my forehead, which is why I'm doing it before my concealer. I know just spot concealer, but I mean like everywhere else. When I do it before, well, I kind of agreed and they were like, you need to look out of a window like and get natural light, which I do. I've got like a giant window in front of me. I do kind of agree that it did look a little bit patchy or a little bit like a bronzer helmet, but then I'd rather it be bronzy than like completely white from all the concealer. Honestly, if you haven't tried the BFF face frosting, this is your sign to go and do it. This is typically what? This is typically something that I would wear for work as well. This is why my forehead looks like a bronzer helmet, because I literally just go in and just bronze my entire forehead. I'm going to lighten that up in a second. But yeah, this is something that I would wear for work. Obviously I would go in with like mascara and things like that, but I've got my lashes on. But yeah, like these products that I'm using today, they are just my go-to for every day, for when I'm going to work. Everyone needs to tell me their favourite films on Netflix at the moment. I watched something called Missing the other day and that looks really good. And I also want to watch something called The Fallout, but it's only available in America, which rude. I'm getting back into wanting to watch like Netflix series and things like that, but I just can't seem to find a good one. I do love Stranger Things though. I am a Stranger Things girl through and through. I think they're filming another one actually, which fingers crossed they are, and fingers crossed they don't like stop filming after this one, because easily one of my favourite series to watch. I'm going to go in with my concealer now. This is the Fine Cosmetics concealer. Very bougie packaging. You can take this off, but it's quite hard and then you have to push it back in. So yeah, if you do get this, and I'll poke myself in the eye then, if you do get this and you're someone that has like a makeup kit and you're freelance, you can definitely take the lid off. But I really like the packaging. I think it would look nice if you had a variety of shades and you just want to put them like on your dresser or something. Mine is in the shade 08. Love this concealer. Creaseless. That's all I'm going to say. It doesn't settle into your fine lines or anything. You only need a little bit as well. So I'm going to pop it on the inner corners. And I'm also going to pop it on my chin, nose, forehead obviously, because it needs brightening. And then I'm going to pop a little bit underneath where I just bronze, mainly because there's no foundation there. I don't care that like my spots or something will like peek through, but just so it looks a bit more even and not so white down there. I think I'm actually going to go back in with this brush. This is like the first time me using this brush underneath the eyes. This concealer is super full coverage, so you really do need just like a minimal amount of this, but it's so nice how like lightweight and creaseless it is as well. It doesn't feel like you're wearing anything. And if you are someone that tends to wear foundation and you've noticed like your concealer creases on top of it, skip the foundation, trust me, or just put foundation in like all the other areas. Don't wear that underneath your eyes as well, because I went through a stage where I was like, I'm wearing like the least amount of product I can, and for some reason my concealer just keeps creasing. So yeah, stop wearing foundation underneath my eyes, and it really helped with that. I also used to get my foundation crease around my mouth here. Doesn't do that anymore because obviously I don't wear it, but I just think for summer skin, minimal product is best. I do love autumn winter makeup though, do you know when like people have like a bright red or a deep brown chocolate lip, full coverage matte skin. Oh, it's just the best thing ever. I think 2016 makeup was the best thing that ever surfaced on the internet. I'm gonna go back in with this little brush to sort of mesh these two together. I feel like my forehead doesn't look too bronzy now, or does it? And I'm just like in denial. And then the nose, I cannot contour or highlight my nose for shit, so don't expect this to look good. I'm just going to show you my skin up close. I don't have a filter on or anything, I'm just sat in front of a big window. I feel like it looks nice and healthy and like glowy, and all of those products are blended together really nice. There's going to be one thing I can highly recommend out of this video, it's going to be the concealer. I wonder if my biabs are coming up because I had acrylics before and they've like ruined my nails. I feel like my nails are really thin and weak. I've also got brow dye bloody everywhere. I'm going to speak about blushes really quickly. So my favourites are Made by Mitchell and also P. Louise. Obviously P. Louise just makes the best products. If there's one brand like would be on my entire face would be P. Louise. I do love the Made by Mitchell Posy Rosy, but I way prefer the formula of the cheek of it from P. Louise a lot better. This one can sometimes take your makeup off underneath, depending how you blend it. If you've left it too long, it's definitely more of like a, I want to say moussey consistency. It's still really like the blush, and I do like the formula, I'm not saying I don't, but I just prefer this one a lot more. How stunning is that shade? This one's in the shade Lolly Dolly, so it's definitely that more like baby doll, but then it's like, how much air do I need to squeeze out to get some product? Why do I feel like it's not coming out? Right, maybe it is. No, it's not. Hello? I mean, maybe there is product on there. Okay, well, this was a disaster. This is how we're applying our blush today. Literally just stained my entire finger and my nail. Oh my god. I'm going to take a little sponge to blend this out. Normally the packaging isn't the problem for me. Like, I knew I had to squeeze to get it out. But, oh my god. I remember when I was first using a beauty blender, it just reminded me of Shani Grimond. I used to watch her religiously on YouTube. She was easily one of my favourite creators, and it just used to make me laugh how fast she would blend her concealer underneath her eyes. You can get 3 of these for £18. I believe that deal is still on TikTok Shop, or you can get 1 for £15. Honestly, don't really go in on the websites. TikTok Shop is exactly where it's at. I think it's only for UK buyers though. I'm not entirely sure if people from like the US or other countries can actually shop on TikTok Shop. I'm going to touch on face powders really quickly. I've got 2 here that are my absolute favourites. I've spoke about this one already. This one is the Lotte London Ready Set Go translucent powder. Lotte London is such an underrated brand. I don't hear hardly anyone talking about them. I looked on the website as well for the full size one of this, and I think it was like £6, £6 or £7 or something, because I got this mini one in my Look Fantastic beauty box to try. So I've gone and ordered a full size one because this, it's so comparable to high end, and for like, again, £6 or £7. I don't know why many people aren't trying the brand Lotte London. And then another one that I really like is the H&B Soft Focus Loose Powder. This one is in the shade 02 Translucent. This one has got a little bit of like a tint to it, I want to say, even though it does say it's translucent. I'm going to get them out of the packaging very quickly. This one reminds me of Laura Mercier, I will say that. Hopefully you can see that the Lotte London, this one, is a lot more white, but definitely goes on translucent and you don't have a flashback. And this one is a bit more creamy, like a beigey tone to it. Again, gives a bit more coverage, I feel, because of the colour of this one. I'm going to go in with the H&B one just because there's no way I'm getting in there and not messing like all of that powder around. Because this one's got a bigger cap to it, I just feel like it's going to be easier for me to actually pick up the product. I'm going to use a little Brushworks powder puff with this. Powder puffs are elite. If you haven't tried them yet, they literally change your powder game. I just love how flawless it makes the skin. Like, both of these powders have the exact same effect. Obviously H&B one is a little bit more pricey, but it's very comparable to Laura Mercier. I feel like if you're starting out and you just want a nice translucent powder, just go for the Lotte London one. Whatever's left on this puff, I'm just gonna put it on the rest of my face. Usually if I'm going to work, I will just dust all of this powder off that I've just put on my face and then literally just head out of the door, but I want a bit more like a bronze today, I feel. And also, I want to do my lips, because I never wear lipstick or anything when I'm going to work. I use the same bronzer every single time. This is a Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. Absolutely stunning. I did actually get my nail in there somehow yesterday. But yeah, I feel like this is a happy medium between cool and warm, so you get like the benefit of both. I'm just going to take a large powder brush with this, and then not too precise, just sort of swirl it across my entire face. It's very pigmented, I will say that. I feel like I've just applied way too much to my cheek there. A little bit on the nose. Brows are looking very ferocious. I'm not used to them being this dark. I feel like I'm really going to have to get used to these, or they just need to tone it down a little bit. I can't find my Kylie blush anywhere, so I'm going to have to go in with this one. This is from Doll Beauty and it's in the shade Dollar Day. It's definitely a lot more hot pink, whereas the Kylie one is in the shade Winter Kiss, and it's like a baby doll tone. Again, that blue undertone to it. This one is going to have to make do. It's still a gorgeous blush. It's got like a nice sheen to it. But if I'm talking about favourite products, it would be the Kylie blush. I'm just going to get a good amount on this brush, but then tap it off. I like to place my blush like quite high up. And then if you feel like you've gone in with far too much, just keep blending that blush in, like feathering the edges out. I mean, obviously I wanted it to intensify what was underneath, but not this much. I'm going to go over it with my powder puff. Powder puffs literally save everything. This is a little bit of translucent powder left on this. It's going to tone the blush down a little bit. Oh my god, I haven't been keeping up with Love Island. I think I watched like the first 2 ones that came out. And I didn't watch them like when they were released, when they were live, if that makes sense. And I just couldn't be bothered trying to catch up to it and like learning all who these new people were. So I just kind of gave up. But what's everyone's thoughts on Love Island this year? Next thing to do is the lips. I love myself a nude lip, if you can't tell. My favourite ones out of here are probably Foxy Nude from Primark, MAC Strip Down, and then also, where are you? The Ciate lip liner, but I don't know for the life of me what shade this is. It literally doesn't have a shade on it anywhere. Yeah, I don't know what shade that is. I do, however, think I found a dupe from MAC Strip Down. This is like such a gorgeous, it's dark brown, but it's got a little bit of warmth to it at the same time. So I've got one here as well that's from Primark that's in the shade Toffee. I think this was a total of £1.50. Super cheap. So I've just swatched them for you so that you can see. The top one is MAC Strip Down and then the bottom one is Primark Foxy Nude. I feel like they look almost identical. I feel like the Primark one is definitely a bit more warmer, but even though I feel like it's a dupe, I'm going to try this today. I'm going to take a little pencil brush and very lightly feather in those edges. I feel like that is a good dupe for MAC Strip Down, because my lips are always super dry. I feel like I'm dehydrated, if I'm going to be honest. Oh my god, talking of dehydration, I am having the worst migraines, and if you're not new to my channel, you'll know that this is all I constantly speak about. I'm having retinal migraines to the point where my vision goes blurry, and then it's like a kaleidoscope, and I can't see, and then I get an excruciating migraine afterwards. I'm putting it down to both stress and being dehydrated, but I'm not sure. So if anybody experiences retinal migraines or just frequent migraines, please let me know what your triggers are and what your solutions are, because I'm trying to figure out what my triggers are as well in order to find a solution. So yeah, this is an SOS. But as I was saying, because my lips are super dehydrated, I'm going to go in with the Laneige lip mask. This is worth every single penny, and this is only a mini one. This is only a tiny pot. I'm going to take that little brush I was just using to blend everything together and pick up some of that. This is unreal to use before you go to bed. You wake up in the morning with super like plump lips. Might be my new favourite lip combo. Laneige lip mask and also Primark lip liner in the shade Toffee. I might have been saying this was Foxy Nude. It's not. It's Toffee. And this is today's glam. This is my everyday, like if I'm going out, if I'm taking pictures, if I'm going for food or something like that. This is the everyday makeup that I would do. I'd tone down the blush a little bit and the bronzer if I was going to work, and I also wouldn't wear like a lip or anything. I literally just wear the Laneige lip mask on its own. I'm just going to finally take these clips out. I'm going to link all of these products down below just because, again, they're my most used products and my favourite products. I've used a lot of things on the market and these are just the best yet. That's everything for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching. As always, if you did, make sure you smash the video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below for more, and I'll see you all in my next video.